Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a Lenovo laptop. This is a Lenovo ThinkPad model L15. This is a Gen 4 version. There are many versions on generations, and you can find that information on the bottom. On the left corner it says ThinkPad L15 Gen 4. And in this video I'm going to take you on how you can open it up and how you can repaste, clean up your fan system, your CPU, and the entire inside of the laptop. You should be doing your maintenance and cleaning once every 8 to 12 months, I would say, at least, depending the usage that you give to the laptop. If you have a heavy usage or you're just doing a heavy load work, then every 7 to 8 months you should be doing your own servicing or maintenance, or taking someone to do it for you. I'll leave the link for the tool, thermal paste, everything that I'll be using in the video description in case you want to purchase for yourself. And just remember, by doing your repaste cleaning, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything is going to be left the way you had it, just pretty much plug and play type. So just clean it up, put everything back together, and use it. And that's it. All right, with all that said, let's get into it. First thing first, a good screwdriver set. I'll recommend the iFixit screwdriver set. I purchased myself this basic tool set. And we're going to use a Phillips #1. These are an S2 class steel. They're really tough in steel. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tool, some tweezers, stuff like that. If not, grab yourself a metallic guitar pick, plastic spatula, and curved tweezer. You need a toothbrush, a soft toothbrush, isopropylic or isopropylic alcohol 98, 99%. Don't get anything under 98. You will need one sheet of the workshop towel. And people always say, can I use a fiber towel, microfiber towel? I'm like, no, you can't. The reason is, as soon as you put an alcohol on this towel, you try to clean the components. This will rip apart and will prevent damage on the board. So use this one. And regarding the thermal paste, the thermal paste that you use will be left up to you. I'll leave the link for the compatible ones and the recommended ones. But again, if you can go whichever you want. I'll recommend the Arctic MX4. You can go with an MX6 or the new one that came out with MX7. Or you can go with the manufacturer that they put an PTM phase change material 79950. Again, these are really expensive to find. Or you can go overboard with the Thermal Grizzly. Again, I recommend PTM 7950 or MX4 or MX7, whichever you want. All right, with all that said, I have another one here, Arctic Silver 5. I don't recommend this one too much. The other ones are much better. The difference between all of them is about 1 or 2%. Is not a big deal, so you won't know any difference on performance. All right, with all that said, let's get into it. Down here, we're going to see a whole bunch of screws. We're going to start loosening up all the screws. Just loosen it up. The screws have something called a C-lock. Will prevent the screw coming out entirely. Pretty much you just have to rotate until the screw stays dangling right there. Do that to all of the screws. You see, one in the middle. Don't forget those ones in the middle too. You start doing it to the rest of the screws. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. And once you loosen up all the screws, we're going to start on the front end. On the front end, once you loosen up the screw, you're going to see these gaps opening. This gap is because of the C-lock is pushing the screw away, so that will create this tension that this gap opens right there. And you want to take advantage of this gap. Let me close the screen. And you want to stick the guitar pick in between them, and you just want to twist it like this. And you want to hear those click sounds. Those are the clips are getting loosened up. You're not breaking anything. Go down here on the bottom, and you want to see it's just pretty much coming out. Go to the back corner. And in the back side here, start from the corner and just twist it. Go all around, and that's it. Pretty much it just came out. You want to put it down and lift up the bottom cover. And take it outside, clean up the dust mesh with a toothbrush, and put it to one side. This one is pretty clean. I'm just doing a demonstration. Right over here, we can see two nice heat pipes coming through here, going to this place right in here. There's an empty space right in here. I don't know why. They could put more aluminum fins in here to cool it down, but just left it empty. All right. So first thing first, we want to disconnect the battery. You want to grab it by the cables right in here, and you want to slide it towards the fan. Just help it out with a pokey plastic right in here, and just slide it out, and it will come up just like that. All right. And you want to grab a pair of tweezers, and you want to disconnect the fan cable for the here. We don't want to yank on the cable. Absolutely, you don't want to do that. This one is okay because they're really tough in the screws, and you can yank on them with no problem. But you don't want to do that on the fan cable. You want to put your fingers on the side of this jack, or a tweezers right on the side, right there, and then you just want to slide it out, and it will come out. Just grab it from these earlobes on the side and just slide them towards the fan. Next, you want to loosen up the screws on the heatsink right in here. There are 4 of them. Again, the screws have a C-lock on the bottom side. They will not come out entirely. Just pretty much have to loosen them up. All right. Next, we want to 2 screws on the fan. Loosen up these 2 screws on the fan. We could try to, no, I think there's one more screw for the fan, but let's go ahead and remove the heatsink. Grab it from the neck nearby here and just wiggle it around and lift it up. And then you can just bring it out. For the fan, there's one more screw hidden under the heatsink, so you need to remove this screw. So you cannot remove the fan without removing the heatsink. And then you can pick up the fan on your hand, take it outside, use a soft toothbrush to clean it out. Both sides, blow some air and clean it out. Clean the bottom casing in case it's dirty. And bring the fan, put it down. And we're going to put the screws for the fan first. And we can see the thermal paste on the CPU, and they have a little something called a thermal putty. This is called a thermal putty. Don't use a thermal pads in here. Use a thermal putty on this component. You don't need to, if your thermal putty is still good, you don't need to replace it. You can just move it over. Just shift it right in the middle, bring it in there, and it will squish itself to the sides. So pretty much just bring it in the middle, and that's it. These are really good still. They have no problem. Just put them in the middle, and once you put that pressure on top, they'll just squish over these 3 coils, right? But we do need to clean up the thermal paste. To clean up the thermal paste, you want to grab a little bit of workshop towel, soak it in an alcohol, and then you want to wipe over the CPU, go left and right in a circular motion. Doesn't matter if it gets really dirty, it looks dirty, but we're going to clean it up. Then we have the CPU chip, and on the side is called a PCS chip. With the same rag, I'm going to wipe the excess of the thermal paste in here. And we're going to use the clean towel to do a second pass. Just make sure there's no dust particle or anything big on the CPU. What we're going to do here, we're going to apply the thermal paste. We want to put a 1 line right on the CPU and 1 dot on the GPU. Once you put the thermal paste in there, and make sure you collect the thermal putty and put them in the center, or you can just clean it and buy the new thermal putty. I'll leave the link in the video description, and just put a tiny sphere ball right on these components, and they will just get squished down. When you put it down, put the heatsink under this metal cover right in there. Just gently, don't force it. You want to bend it, bring it all in there. Make sure it goes in nicely, and it should be really softly come down right there. Once it's down here, you want to do cross screw. It says 1, 2, there's a number beside them, or 3, 4. But as long as you cross screw them, you can go 2, 1, 3, 4. But as long as you cross screw them, the thermal paste evenly spreads over the CPU. That's what you want to do. And here you can press gently, so it will go into its place. Once you're done with that, make sure you connect the fan connector inside the jack. People always forget that. Connect that one. Grab the battery connector and slide it right into the jack and push it all the way in. And there we go. And one last thing is to grab the bottom cover, align it right over, push it down, and make sure you hear those nice click sound. Tighten up the screw on the bottom and it will pull the cover to itself. Don't go crazy tightening it, just reach it and just do half a turn a little bit, and that's it. You don't have to go crazy. Again, I hope you guys like this video and helps you guys out through your own service and maintenance for your Lenovo ThinkPad L15 Gen4 model. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. And now I'm going to finish up putting the bottom screws. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to power it on for those people that they think that it will not power on. I'll power it on. I'll press enter so it goes to the BIOS. I don't want to load the Windows. I could wait to load the Windows. It should be really fast. So let's see. Because we disconnect the battery, it might take a little longer, but yeah. Then it should load the Windows. And there we have it. And that's it for today's video. And I hope you guys liked this video and helped you guys out. And I'll see you guys in my next video.